In this session, the fifth module in this 12-part series, we will be looking at social enterprise. Of course, this should be an interesting theme or module and model for many of our organizations. In recent years, many civil society organizations have been exploring how to put in place social enterprises within their respective organizations, particularly within the scope of shrinking donor funds. The key objective of this session is to enable us to learn how to set up and drive either a social or environmental impact while making a profit. And of course, the profit component here will be that excess revenue stream that we will fall back on, we will plow back into the work that we are doing to continue to increase or make continuous social or environmental impact in our societies. We hope that by the end of this module, we will understand the concept of social entrepreneurship. We will master the different stages to develop a successful social enterprise, and we will also be able to create an organizational action plan for implementation. In this session, we will be looking at an introduction to social enterprise, some of the key features of social enterprise, the benefits of social enterprise for civil society organizations, potential users of social enterprise, criteria for CSOs to become social enterprises, and some steps required to set up a social enterprise. A social enterprise is a for-profit company that uses its profit to make a social or environmental impact. An example could be a catering service business that uses its profit to fund the NGO's activities. There is an organization in Sierra Leone that operates a catering service business, and so through its catering services, it provides catering services to weddings, to ceremonies in the communities, birthday parties, and the profit it generates from that is what it uses to cater for some expenses within its organization. Also, social enterprise is a for-profit company that makes a social or environmental impact. Any civil society organization that makes their own profit and uses it to fund their activities. Some key features of social enterprises include for-profit entities which drive both a social or environmental impact while making profit. And here we are looking at three key components that intersect at the service delivery point. And these three key components are the people within the organization, the profit that these people are able to generate, and how this profit is used to impact on the planet, impact positively in the world, and of course, the central part that binds these three components or these three entities of the organization, the people entity, the profit entity, and the planet entity, is the service delivery component of that organization. Another feature is to leverage on entrepreneurial principles to organize, mobilize, and manage a for-profit business that supports social change. Some benefits of social enterprise include: 1, it gives organizations access to unrestricted funding streams. It helps organizations to define the development agenda it seeks to pursue. That is, you will not be dependent or waiting for funding from external sources, waiting solely for funding for external sources to drive your development agenda. It attracts legitimacy and goodwill from a segment of the market that is socially oriented, and it increases the number of direct and indirect supporters of a social mission the organization pursues. Potential users of social enterprises include service delivery organizations, organizations with a social mission that seek to adopt an entrepreneurial approach to achieving social change, and organizations or charity who wish to fund their work through trading as opposed to donations only. Some of the criteria CSOs need to consider to become social enterprises include: 1, they do not need to run for personal profit, so do not operate a social enterprise for personal profit purposes. Operate the social enterprise based on set values. Have a legal status that is appropriate to these characteristics, and have social, community, ethical, or environmental purpose that drives your social enterprise agenda. In order to set up a social enterprise, you need to choose a social issue. You need to carry out a thorough research on the issue, get a global and local viewpoint, examine the appropriate legal structures that can enable you to put in place a credible and acceptable social enterprise, develop a solid business plan, hire the right people with the right skill set to drive the social enterprise, build a company culture, one that will sustain and support the social enterprise, and reach out globally to achieve your social enterprise agenda. In all, it is important to make sure that you take this into consideration as you drive your social enterprise agenda to promote the work of your organization. Once again, take this quick survey or assessment to appreciate what you've been able to learn through this module. Thank you very much.